Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long was 1975. A YouTuber on the rise, reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long Boys Bros 1975.
This is Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles on the Atari ST, released by ImageWorks in 1990. Obviously, ImageWorks was the software house of the Mirror newspaper group, because why not? So obviously it's based on the arcade machine of the same name, which was also called Hero Turtles in this country, and that was the version I saw in that arcade I was talking about in Westwood O that had the 4-player version of Hero Turtles. And in 1989, when that came out, it blew my and everyone else's mind, especially those of us who loved the cartoon, because it was literally someone just scooped the inside of the cartoon's head out and slapped it into a video game. There were other, fighting games around at the time, such as Final Fight, stuff like that, but none of them looked as close to its source material as this. And obviously this predated The Simpsons at that time. So obviously it was ported to absolutely everything. I played it on the Spectrum, Commodore and Amstrad, and I played it on the Amiga. I've also played it on the NES, which is a pretty good port, and I played the arcade game and its follow-up. So, Dave, why are you playing it on the Atari ST? Because why not? Let's see how inferior it is to the Amiga version. Was the Amiga version just a port of this with better music? And also I wanted to play the actual original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game that was based on the NES, that was on the Amiga but isn't on my Atari ST ROM set here, but on the Amiga apparently they didn't include a jump button, which renders it utterly unplayable. So this is 1 or 2 simultaneous. You know the rules on the arcade game. April O'Neil, the world's second biggest victim after Princess Peach has been kidnapped, and you have to go and rescue her as one of the, or 4 of the turtles, or 2 of the turtles. You've got the cheap cabinet, and it's a side-scrolling beat 'em up, like Final Fight, but turtleized. That sounded incredibly awkward like that. It sounds like I've shat myself. Right, I don't know whether white means it's 1 player or pink means it's 2 player, so don't know. So I guess we just go with this. Right, so anyone who knows me knows that Raph is my favourite turtle, but I'm going to go with Donatello because of the size of his chopper, piece of wood I should say, his bow staff if you will, because I'm pretty sure this is going to play horrifically. Right, so let's get into it. So you have the intro like the Amiga. 4 very similar cut and paste sprites, but we've got the intro. Can't remember if the intro was on the ZX Spectrum version actually. Is it on the Amstrad? Don't know, it's been a while. The Amstrad is a really good version of this. We've got to get April out. Skip to the end. So we're going to have to do this all with 1 fire button. No excuse for that on the Amiga, because the Amiga had 2 fire buttons. They were just too lazy to include it. Why? I started by myself, but it's put in a secondary player, but I appear to be controlling both of them. Look. Up and fire. Okay. My life top left. Second player's life, whom I also control in top right. In the middle is the name of the game, just in case you forgot. The 29 quid you dropped on this game, unless you pirated it. It did have piracy protection though, didn't it? The Spectrum did. So, right. When it's not moving... Oh look, it does break the 4-4. When it's not moving, it doesn't look terrible. I've also completely absorbed the other person. Yeah, when it moves, however, the scrolling is absolutely jank. The character hurts my eyes. Good luck doing any of the moves you want. I have put unlimited credits on. Whether knew you were coming. That happens. Don't know. He's just chucking fucking A-bombs at me. Right, so. It's got... How come the balls don't take them out? It's got awful scrolling. It's got awful music. And it would appear that the awful music is on the world's smallest loop. Yeah, this is painfully bad. Hey! Don't do that. Forgot which one I was then. Oh, I'm both of them. No, I'm that one. I have more precise controls over, obviously, Donatello. So let me set out 3 credits at the top. Should I be worried? I have to line them up to scroll the screen. So I'm going to come out one of these doors. Right. There are sound effects. They're just a bit intermittent. Right. So when it doesn't move, it looks like, I don't know, a 5-year-old retarded kid drew a screenshot of the arcade. If this was the only way you could play it back in the day, would you have been happy? Well, it never got a port to the home console, with the exception of the NES. I mean, the 16 bits. Sure, Turtles 4 came out, and then the Manhattan, whatever it was, or the Return of Shredder. I forget the naming conventions, but they weren't a port of this. So, I mean, you could play the NES version, which had cuts and limitations, but also added stuff in it. And to be fair, with the exception of the colour palette, it looked a lot better than this. However, we do have would appear to be all the enemies. So I'm going to assume that the Amiga was a port of this, just with better sound. Not massively better sound. I don't remember it being that short. Look at the size of the desk, and the couch, and April O'Neil, and us, to be fair. It's like an episode of The Borrowers. Right. Are they just going to keep spamming? Bollocks. See, your flying kick is your tool of choice, if you will. However, when you have to do it in such a horrendous way, like you do in this game, to be fair, that's the same on the Amiga and the Spectrum, it's awful! It does nothing! The goggles, they do nothing. Points for the quote. Have I got a dash? I don't know which one I control it like. 50% is controlling both of them, and 50% is not controlling either of them. Right. Well, at least we got that. I mean, I suppose maybe if you pirated it, you would have been accepting of this because everyone loved the Turtles. I'd love to know what the he's tiny. Someone's left the window open. There must be a draft in here. I'd love to know what the reviews were for this. It can't have been good. Can we double pen him in and shit? Because I'm controlling no, because he's dead. Well, when he's attacking the other bloke, I can go and clobber him from behind. If he wants to use his fucking staff, that is. Now I can do the same using Mikey's nunchucks. Oh, look at this! Maybe that's why this is... I mean, this is clearly because of emulation. And I suppose you could argue that it's helping me out, but why couldn't I play this one player? Also, fucking die already. I mention it every time I play a Turtles game, but I'm going to mention it here. You have no idea how brutally difficult it was to get the figures for like the first fucking 18 months when they came out. I could have got one. I didn't take my wallet out with me that day in a very random little post office in Westwood Hill had them. And I went, oh my god, I want one! And my parents had no money on them either. So I had to run all the way back to the chalet to get my money, you know, using their keys. And then it was sold. The only one that was left was April O'Neil. And obviously no one wanted that one. And then I didn't see them for fucking years. And obviously, are they more collectible? Because they were obviously Hero Turtles. Excuse me. Mutagen's fell from my throat. Skip to the end. Okay, so we got that. It's made. It's made some effort, but I refuse to believe that the hardware of these machines couldn't have done a better game. I mean, I'm trying to think what ImageWorks did. It was good. And they put effort into it. Well, maybe this was all they could do. I mean, look at fucking Final Fight. Now, before people say, but have you seen the version of Final Fight now? Yes, but that's 30 odd years, and with the addition of hindsight, people can program stuff properly. Can I hit the hydrants? Yes, alright. Nice touch. Can I fall down the hole? Yes. It just needs better sound effects. You should let me... Well, maybe to be fair, you could turn the music off. It'll only scroll... It's stuck in a fucking TV now. It'll only scroll when you're both. Why can't I hit that? Yeah, I can. Hit the edge of the screen. But yeah, maybe I can turn the music off. But it's awful. It wasn't amazing either. I mean, obviously it's better. The scrolling's pants. The graphics are right when it's stationary, but they're still pretty fucking weak for this. I mean, it was never going to turn out a version like the Mega Drive or the SNES, was it? But this... I mean, have a look at the Amstrad version, seriously. Oh, get up with them. Can you share? Never saw Turtles in time in the arcades. I got it on my Super Famicom. Play it with an adapter. And at that point, that was one of the first games to actually be fucking optimised. So it wasn't a Shies and PAL version. Because I just screwed myself in the fire hydrant. Also, is she a baddie or a civilian? That's a bit... Yeah, this, I refuse to believe that this is the best they could do. Sorry, it's not mutagen. I had a big fat fucking steak for tea. Joy. Oh, cheeky. Look, I've absorbed the other bloke as well. We're a thing now. It does seem to be helping though, to be fair. Can I even hit anyone with flying kick? Alright, Kay. Alright. Rocksteady? I forget which one was which. Sue me, I'm not a child anymore. It does seem to work quite well on the bosses. Once you line them up. Hey, did I kick him? I'm going to buy a lottery ticket. It's no indication you're beating them, because don't they start flashing in the arcade and then they're fucking brutally hard at that point. Keep forgetting to on control and then picking up the other one, which to be fair doesn't really matter because you can do that like this. Why, I don't know. We all remember that gun from the show. Join. Didn't change the name to Ninja Turtles, did they? Until the movie came out, which was still in the cinema here when I got my uncle from America to send me a copy from the States, because I had a video that played MGSC. It had the Pizza Hut coupons in it as well, didn't it? And yeah, I used to watch it around mine, so I was pretty fucking popular that time, I can tell you. And then I used to get the original Mutant Ninja, Eastman and Laird's original black and white, fucking supremely dark comics from, they got giant big razors. Forever People, when it was at Punctual, an independent comic store, not the Wind Planet, Forever People, because I was like, wait, what? There's a proper fucking badass violent version of this? And then my brother got the Mirage comic, which basically in the States wasn't that done by people with Archie? I don't know. But, I mean, if you were absolutely desperate and you were very young, and desperate to play Turtles Arcade, or just to experience the Turtles on your Atari ST, then, I don't know, you might have been alright with this. I wouldn't, because I was just as prone to fucking seizures back then as I am now. But it's tried. I mean, to some degree, it's all in it. It's just not executed very well. It was another one you could probably have looked at the screenshots of the magazines in the back of the case and gone, this looks pretty banging actually, and then you got it home when you were violently sick and had a seizure because it skulls like an absolute fucking sandwich of shite. But there you go. Maybe you disagree. Maybe you think I can't get the second player up. Maybe you think this is brilliant. They did a really good job. I think you're wrong. But hey, let me know. Anyway, as always, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later.